Inhale, exhale, inhale, and center. Hey guys, welcome to the Pilates Life vlog. A beautiful day out here. I'm so happy to have you. I'm in the beautiful shores of Oahu, Hawaii. So aloha to my Pilates ohana. Mahalo for having me here. Got a little standing workout for you today. You know, Joseph Pilates is all about positive movement. This isn't traditional Pilates, but it's movement. And any positive movement is good movement, right? So, little Pilates workout. We're going to use the Bassi Pilates block system today to make sure we get a nice, well-rounded standing Pilates workout. Thanks for being here. Aloha. Hey guys, okay, so here we go. Oh, a little Hawaii sprinkle on us. Man, I love it here. Let's start with some spinal articulation, a little roll down. Bear with me, I'm just coming off of a back injury, so you know, I'm moving a little stiff, but you can move the best you can with me. We're going to put our feet a couple inches apart, hands by your side, find a nice postural line, take a breath in, and as you exhale, feel your neck stretch, your upper back stretch, and go right through to your roll down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, roll up. Find that nice postural line again. Breathe in at the top and exhale down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale back up. A couple more, breathe in and exhale down. Oh, that feels great. Let's do one more. Breathe in. Exhale down. Let's do a little spine twisting. We're going to take our arms out to a T position, palms facing up towards a beautiful sky. We'll rotate, trying to maintain the stability of the pelvis, so just the waist is rotating to the right. Center. That second exhale is a little further than the first, so you feel like you're maximizing that stretch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Center. Let's do a single breath pattern. Feels good. Let's do a little abdominal work. We're going to put our hands on our hips, and we're just going to do some lower abdominal work. Try to maintain a neutral pelvis. Don't let that back arch a little bit, and we'll do some leg lifts. From here, we're going to take a breath in. Use that breath to create an energy for the movement. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Single leg lifts. Little balance involved. Nice, let's do the other side. Reestablish that neutral pelvic position. Take a breath. Exhale. It's interesting how you can see the dynamics of the body and how one side may be more stable than the other, more balanced than the other. As I'm pulling up, I'm drawing deep into my abdominals to get that hip flexor and lower abdominal to do its job. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Let's go ahead and do it. Leg change. So we're going to alternate legs now. Exhale and exhale and exhale, and use that breath to create a rhythm for the movement. out here. The Pilates life is all about what Pilates can do for your life. Very nice. Let's add a little rotation to that. We're going to take our arms out to a T position. As we pull one leg up, we're going to rotate to the opposition. So pull and down. Pull and down. Pull. Little oblique work. Pull and down. Pull and down. One more. Ah, it feels great. That's our block system warm up. We're going to get into some footwork. I want you to put your feet parallel, a few inches apart, maybe sits bones width apart. We're going to draw into the heels, so the toes are going to be light. We're imagining we're pushing through the heels if we're on a reformer, pushing through our foot bar. We inhale and exhale. Most of my weight is on my heels. You don't have to go very deep because you want to try to maintain that back as if you're sliding up and down a flat wall behind you. Try to keep your knees from knocking in or bowing out. Try to maintain a parallel position. Try to maintain the equality on the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe and bend. Work the eccentric contraction, the pull, as much as you work the concentric contraction. And inhale. And exhale. Whew. Those dorsiflexors and the ankles get a little work. So now we're going to go towards our toes. Imagine a little reformer. You're pushing through the little toe canyon there. I'm not going to lift all the way up onto my heels. I'm just going to press into my toes a little deeper. Okay? So press into the toes. Inhale. The heels will lift a little bit. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This is an excellent opportunity to feel the tracking of your feet. See if you're pronated or supinated. Are you pushing more on the inside? Are you pushing more on the outside? This back injury I'm dealing with is from the right side, so I can almost feel a compensationary pattern as my right heel tries to lift a little deeper and higher. Maintaining my neutral pelvic position. Inhale. Ah, that felt good. That was a good one. We're going to stop right there. Go to V position or first position. Most of the energy is going into the ball of my toes, ball of my feet. Inhale. The knees should track along the line of the big toe. So it doesn't matter if your toes are this direction, this direction, this direction. You always want to keep those knees tracking over your big toe. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. I feel like I'm losing my neutral pelvis, so I'm going to recheck my spine. Always give yourselves a little recheck. Checking in with your body, checking in with your movement, being aware of how you feel, how you move, and extend. Let's do some calf raises. I'm going to go back to my parallel position and just lift up and drop. This is an excellent opportunity to see again where your ankle and foot position goes. Are they rolling out? Are they rolling in? Exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down. I have a tendency to like to roll out on my ankles. And I'm really trying to work those perineals to keep that parallel position. Now let's do a little prancing. Feel a nice little burn on those calves. Good. Nice job. We're going to go to an open V heel position, so just open your stance a little wider than your shoulder line. Again, I'm going to push more energy into the heel, staying light on my toes. Let the knee track over the big toe and press through the heel. Inhale, exhale, press. Rechecking my pelvic position. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning here in Oahu. And it's already hot. I'm already feeling the heat. Good. Again, when you're pressing deep into those heels, you can feel those anterior tibialis and peroneals working, doing their job. Go towards the toes, not a full lift, but just pressing into the energy of the toe. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in as you drop, working that eccentric contraction, and exhale through. Inhale and exhale. And as you can see, as you go to your toes, you can get a little more depth to your movement. And breathe in and breathe out. Nicely done. So the next block, we've done a warm-up block, a footwork block. We're going to go into the abdominal block. This is kind of a little stretch as well as abdominals. I'm going to interlace my hands, go back to parallel. Now, if you can manage this position with your wrists, great. If it's too uncomfortable for your wrists or too tight, just go to here. This is fine. From this position, I'm going to scoop into a C curve, really deepening and hollowing my abdominals out. And then I'm going to reach back up. Exhale, deflection. Inhale, back to my upright position. And exhale. And up. One more. And up. Whoa. If you really get into that hollowing of the abdominals out, that just feels great on the abs. Little hip work is the next block. Hands back on your hip, parallel position. We're going to tip forward, tip to the side, tip to the back. Forward, tip, back. Forward, tip, back. Lots of stability on that stabilizing, balancing leg. So feel the line. Hold. Boom, boom. And forward, out, back. And forward, out, back. And forward, out, back. And forward, out, back. Reverse, side, forward, reach back. Side, forward, reach back. And use your breath. One more. Nice. Little hip flexor stretch, little hip movement. Here we go. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. So important to have healthy hips and maintain those healthy hips throughout your life. I have so many clients that are coming in from hip injuries, hip replacements. They've just been doing Pilates. They're a little younger. They might have avoided it, maybe not. Ooh, losing my balance. Not focusing. Concentration, one of the principles of Pilates. And reverse, back, side, forward, back, side, forward, back, side, forward, back. Two more. Nicely done. So, little spinal articulation. We're going to do kind of a rounded, rolling articulation of the spine. Interlace your hands, keeping your pelvis still. Rotate to one direction. Roll down that direction about midway. come to the other side, roll up the other side, and center. Rotate, come down that side, rotate around the other side, up, and center. Rotate to one side, rolling through, articulating the spine through, around, up the opposition, and center. Rotate, roll through, articulating down, across, reach up, and center. Boy, that feels so good on the back. From spinal articulation, we're going to go into the stretching block. I'm going to have a little lunge forward. So I'm just going to lunge a good solid step forward. Slight external rotation of the back leg, straight on the front leg. And just soften the knee and feel that hip flexor stretch. Once you get into that stretch a little bit, bias to posterior on the pelvis, kind of tucking your tail and pushing your pubic bone forward, and that'll really stretch that hip flexor out. We hold that for 3 to 5 breaths. And then we go into our hamstring stretch. All you do is lengthen the front leg. If you can, if your balance will allow it, flex, dorsiflex the front foot, and go into a little hamstring stretch. Try to maintain flat back position. Try to maintain a square pelvis. 3 to 5 breaths. Come up, bend, and step back to your starting position. Here we go to the other side. Try to find the equal distance to the other side. Slight external rotation of the back leg. Drop into your hip flexor stretch. And then once you feel that stretch on the hip flexor and the quadricep, bias to posterior. Pull your abs in, push your pubic bone forward, and pull for a little stretch on that hip flexor. 3 to 5 breaths. Boy, if it wasn't for that lovely breeze, I'd probably be really sweating right now. And then we go into our hamstring stretch. Try to keep your pelvis square and your back flat, dorsiflexing the bottom foot. Feels good. 3 to 5 breaths in that stretch and come back. A little full body integration. One of my favorites is the saw on the Cadillac. Obviously no Cadillac here, but we can improvise. I'm going to go about shoulder width apart on my feet, T position my arms, palms face forward. We rotate towards the opposition leg, hinge, think of pinky finger to pinky toe as this hand internally rotates. Inhale, come up to the diagonal line that you created with an L position on the arms. Swing the arm back first and then back to center. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, and center. Think of that little movement as not a breath pattern, but an and. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and center. As I'm coming in forward flexion, I'm keeping my back extensors active. I'm not just rounding forward. A little different than the classical Pilates. Exhale, inhale, and center. Rotate, stretch, up and center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and back to the center line. For arm work, which is the next block, I'm going to do a little push-up, Pilates push-up, feet a couple inches apart, hands by the side. Let's do 10 today. You do as many as you feel comfortable with. Maintain that shoulder scapula stabilization. Breathe in at the top, roll your spine through. Extend the back, walk out to your push-up or front support position. Keep that shoulder scapula stabilization. back into your up stretch, walk back. Try to be light on your hands, deep into your abdominals. In case you couldn't hear that, I'm light on my hands, deep into my abs to come back to my starting position. So we've got a warm-up, footwork, abdominal work, some hip work, some spinal articulation, some stretching, full body integration, arm work. Let's get to some additional leg work. Just gonna do a little side lunge here. Side and back. To the side and center. Keep the stabilizing leg straight. A little bend, keep the knee tracking with the toe. Center, side, center, side, center, side, center. One more each side. And again, do as many of those as you'd like. If you need to pause the video and come back to it to accentuate your workout a little bit more, go for it. Trying to keep this video to about 19-20 minutes. Okay, whew, a little out of breath. Feels great. Side lateral. Interlace your hands. Let's be gentle on our wrists today. Let's just go ahead and keep them clasped, palms facing one another. Come up to a nice stretch of the shoulders, and we go into lateral flexion. Imagine you're between two panes of glass. You inhale over, exhale back to center. Inhale over, exhale to center. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. One more each side. I don't know if you can see in the video, but that's my recovering side, so my range might have been a little different. Hopefully it looked good to you. Okay, last block, back extension. We're going to do a little breaststroke. Hands as close to your shoulders as you can get, elbows tucked into the side. Find a neutral spine position. You're going to inhale, extend your arms and extend your back. Come around with your arms. Bring them right next to your hips, and then exhale back to your starting position. So it's a long inhale. If you'd like to change your breath a little bit to accommodate your movement, you may. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the head in line with the spine as you go back. Don't tilt back too far. Always think of your head as an extension of the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. A little quick on that one. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. And breathe out. Nicely done. Let's finish with a little roll down. Feet a couple inches apart. Find that nice postural line. Be sure on roll downs, if you do have a back injury or any back complications, soften your knees a little bit. Takes pressure off the low back, or just don't do it at all if it's contraindicated to your personal movement. Let's do one more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bring your hands to heart center. Set your intention for the day, whichever it may be. My usual intention for the day is gratitude. I'm so grateful to be here in this beautiful paradise. I'm so grateful to be sharing these videos with you. Thanks for being a part of the Pilates Life Vlogs. Have a great day. Guys, thanks so much for your continued support and sharing these videos with me. I just love working out with you and sharing my experiences. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button above and become a part of the Pilates Life channel. Thanks again, be kind, and have a great day.